fault, again, when anything doesn't fit you properly. And this is the biggest problem, is when you're going from cheap, I should say, to expensive. A glove is a lot like a pair of glasses. So when glasses don't fit right, I've really found that like a lot of kids, especially when they had glasses since a younger or that kind of thing, or if it doesn't fit you right, like I have a really small hand where you have, long hand, that kind of thing. So you really want to do a lesson like this probably in between each gloves, because gloves really, especially when you're going to a professional level, they're like a pair of shoes. So you'll be, and especially too, like you had a big growth spurt, so like if your hand changed a lot in a year and you didn't get the glove yet, or if you're smaller and you have a heavier glove for your size, do you know what I mean?
I see.
So if you, especially when the glove's a bit heavier, or if it doesn't fit you right, like it wants to fall off, so you constantly feel like you're going to start spreading your hand more to keep a glove on, let's say, or you're going to start making these little, like chewing gum, these little habitual patterns just for the glove. So especially when the tendency is to have it all the way back here. So all I'm doing here is just doing the lesson on and off for a very contracted glove hole to a loose. Because again, just like I was talking about, even from underneath, just coming over to do an underhand to catch, but not just to catch. When you're pitching, you still have a counterbalance of the glove in your system. So if you have to worry about at all that glove moving around, slipping, there we go. Feel that? There. See your pointer? What I'm doing, see that light pole as well? What I'm doing is again just that extension, so you're feeling that glove move around. Now you can, just like the ball thing lessons, we can do lessons with the glove on, especially coming down here. And what I would do is bring different weight points into the glove. So. This is really true, especially for a catcher, because a catcher has a different type of glove, and the way that they position themselves, and the fact that they have to get out of these god-awful positions to be able to literally spring like a frog, versus like an outfielder where they have to spring. It's a completely different mechanism of coming up. So, and that would be really also too, especially if a player, probably not so much anymore because of everything's safety, but where if they played without a face cage, and then they had to learn how to use it, that's heavy to do, because again, just the weight and the way that their heads go for change up for that upper quadrant vision. That's why a lot of guys rip theirs off when they have to go catch certain balls, but not so much for line of sight, but really because of it's just getting in their way. There we go. Now see again. Now see how all the fingers are going into, like they're expanding. But see how I'm also going into it. You have to have as much pressure, even of the glove, going into the arm, because especially if you're more like a baseman and so forth, where you actually have to go in, not so much tagging the base, but they're actually going into sliding into the base and stuff to tag a man out, those kind of things. So they have to be used to the glove sliding into their arm as well as coming off. Just even the way you catch a ball.
Yeah.
Again, minor stuff, but to a little leaguer, probably no big deal. Playing with the big boys,
yeah, big difference.
That second matters, or that. See now, see how the fingers are growing in all directions. That's how you know. See there, see you've got the curl. but here, so you get more of the extension. So these are still right here. I need to work. See, I'm not getting extension, so I'm still here.